Good morning. Welcome to Optimal Frequency. I'm Grant. Thank you for joining me here. I talk to spirits here using sources of white noise at my house, mostly at the kitchen tap. I then use an artificial intelligence called CRISP to remove the sound of the running water and leave behind only the spirit responses. And if you watch this channel, you know that I always get really good answers to the questions that I ask. So that's what I do here. The other day, I did put out a call for some help on this channel because my wife's going to be having a surgery. Today is Tuesday morning. She leaves for Toronto tomorrow, which is about a 4-hour drive away. She's got to spend a few days there, maybe a week. The surgery is on Friday morning to donate a kidney for my cousin. He'll be down there, of course, at the same time. Otherwise, I don't think the surgery would go too well. But they'll be there. They have the surgery Friday, and I think they both have to stick around for a few days afterwards. And then she'll be 8 weeks recovering or whatnot here at home. So your donations are greatly appreciated. They will certainly help. A lot of people took me up on that offer. I really want to thank you all. That's definitely going to get us through a couple weeks there. And one of the viewers, Joey R., made a substantial donation, the largest of all of the donations that came in. So I sent out an email to him and a couple other people that made very nice, generous donations. And I said, if you want to pick a topic, and I'll do a session on whatever topic you want me to investigate further. Send me some questions and whatnot. So Joey thought about it for a couple days. He did get back to me, and he sent me 5 or 6 questions on. He wants to know more about the mechanics of the spirit world. So I have expanded upon that. I've written out, I have a total of 33 questions now, based on what Joey sent me and some of my own thoughts on, where he was kind of going in this direction, and then that made me think of something else. So I'm going to go up to the sink, ask these questions for Joey R. Thank you again for the donations, and I hope you all have a great day. Stay tuned. This should be fun. All right, small font, but lots of questions here. I'm going to run the VBE EMF pump as well. I like to run it at 50. Hey, it just stopped. I'm going to stay running this time. Yeah, I'll put it down there. So actually I've decided today to run, after my echo chamber experiment, I've set this mic up again. It is going directly back to the computer, and it is being filtered right now as I speak through it. So I will have that audio and this audio if I decide to filter the camera. I'm not sure, because of course that makes double the amount of work. Okay, let's do this. Software update complete. Okay. That's kind of deep and chunky. What do you think, Spirits? Is that good and chunky? Let's get into these questions here. All right, spirits. We want to know about the mechanics of your world, your realm, your dimension, wherever it is that you are right now. Is your world as physical to you as our world is physical to us? That is not the answer to the question that I was asking. Now, why they would say that, I don't really know, except, here's the funny thing. Sometimes they jump around. Now, at the end of this session, I ask 2 questions for Joey to prove something, okay? Now, if this is the answer, they sure chose a bad spot to stick it, because this is never going to prove anything, especially being so out of place, like 30 questions out of place. But if it is the answer to the question, it could kind of make sense, because depending on, you won't know until you get to the end of this video, but depending on whether Joey's friend is American, I don't know, right? I'm Canadian. So we had our Thanksgiving a month ago. So there's no turkey soup going on here at this house. You have stated in the past you are using phones and microphones and other equipment. Do you really use equipment to communicate with me here at the sink? Do you have to adjust your equipment to get my voice to come in clearly? Do you use different equipment to get my voice from the sink as opposed to reading my mind? You said before that you message each other and the spirits I want to contact. Do you mentally message them, or do you use equipment to do that? I have asked before, but I want to ask again. Here, we eat food to nourish our bodies. Do you have physical bodies where you are? One of you once mentioned tripping on the stairs. Are there buildings and structures physically where you are? Do you walk around in physical form where you are, or do you just manifest from place to place? Do you need to eat to nourish your body? What do you eat? How is it that you are receiving my words? So I'm not really surprised that they're not answering all of the questions. I've asked a lot of these before mostly through the Spirits in the Hot Seat sessions, but I figure there's no harm in trying again. They may slip up at some point and divulge some more information that we didn't get the first go around. Um, I got halfway through the session and I didn't think the answers were all that great. I was taking them from the Yeti microphone, which had run back to the computer. So then I said, I've got to definitely filter the Sony video camera audio, which I did. And I went back and I put the answers in. As you can see, I marked them with the Sony. I found the answers were a lot more direct with the Sony camera. So I'm glad I went back and took the time to do that. They did give us some information that I found interesting this time, which was when I asked them about do they have a physical body, which we've asked a few times, and they always avoid the question. They avoid a lot of these questions to do with their spirit realm. But this time they said, we're not always in spirit, we definitely have bodies. But then that begs the question, well, do they flip-flop between their bodies and maybe astral projection, or I'm not sure, right? Like, how does it work? So again, like we've said 1,000 times, it leads to more questions as we go through it. So I am halfway done editing this session. It's just under half, so it's taken me a long time because when I have to analyze two audio feeds, that's just how it goes, right? So I'm going to chop the video right here, but I won't make you wait long. By the time you're ready to go and you're watching this right now, I'll have the second half up tomorrow, so it won't be that long of a wait. So thanks again for joining me on this one. Love, peace, joy, and adventure to all of you, and we'll catch you tomorrow, maybe, if you're interested.